jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the hills we go, laughing all the way. Ha ha ha! Those bring, making spirits bright. Oh, what
something tonight.
Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a bird eye pipe and a tip nose and a sound eyes made out of coal. Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul.
He asked Rudolph to fly his sleigh because he was too drunk to drive. Ginger would wake up, but it's okay. Alright guys, get the fuck out.
Red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you wouldn't say it glows. All of the other Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
Yippee! Red-nosed reindeer will go down his...
It will have to be on like I said, at least 80 degrees, because the more heat you have, the faster it goes.
Well, we could just turn one of these bedrooms to a hooch room. We can just keep it on 80.
No, I can't sleep in
Maybe, I don't know. I find the space heater solution to be the easiest and like least invasive for
How
everyone.
many times have you made prison hooch?
2 times.
Okay.
Normally I just leave it outside during the summer months, but you know, with my tiny apartment, I can't really just leave a trash bag outside.
Yeah.
Anyway, 3 favorite things about America. I love old-style American infrastructure. So in the United States, you can actually find a bunch of old abandoned ruins. Many times, there's actually a lot of forgotten history here in the States. My hometown of Pennsylvania, you can see the old abandoned homes from the old typhoid breakouts. Like you can see the stone walls still standing. Sometimes you can find that the doors are still attached. You can see where the stairs were. Really old American architecture. I love how each state and like city and even town has like its own little culture and vibe. There's a lot of different accents in America.
Do you know about the mud flood?
There's been a lot of mud floods.
Really? Oh damn, so you know about that shit?
You mean mudslides, right?
No, like mud floods in the 1650s?
That, no.
Oh. You were talking about like lost architecture in America, like lost.
Well, I mean, there's
Sorry, I'm interrupting.
interesting fact, speaking of floods, the Johnstown Dam flood, that was the worst disaster on U.S. soil until 9/11, and that happened like, what, super early 1900s, and that held the record until 9/11 happened. That was bad. A dam burst, and well, it picked up a barbed wire fence and a bunch of stuff along the way, and yeah, things were not good in Johnstown. But yeah, I love how there's a lot of hidden roads in America that cut through forests. There are actually some places nearby here that would be very reminiscent of Japan, the mountain villages. That would be very reminiscent of Japan that you would really like. And again, it's just like all the different massive forests and little bits and pieces of architecture and old American history just kind of all around the spot. Soul food. You go down to Louisiana, right? You go down to New Orleans. The food there is so delicious that the rest of life will seem like a disappointment for a while once you leave. Very, very, very delicious down there. They will take forever and a day to make the food. It is known, though, down south, do not rush the chefs. Do not rush the chefs. They will spit in your food. And then everyone and their grandmother will come out and beat you up for having bad manners, because down in the southern United States, manners and honesty are key. As long as you're nice and you're polite and you have manners, they won't do you wrong.
Same thing with Japan, right?
Yeah.
Manners and how you carry yourself and being respectful are pretty important. Yeah. Chris Lynch, the bar hand, he was telling me when he went to Japan, he saw a girl drop a glass bottle and it broke. And she picked up every piece until it was like unpickupable, like tiny, tiny pieces. And then she bowed and she left. But in America, I mean, I've taken like a beer bottle full of piss and like just thrown it on the ground or like just whatever.
I peed on the driver's side door of one of my enemies once. It was drenched in piss. He deserved it though. That's a story for when I can swear again.
So number 3? Last favorite thing about America?
I mean, yeah, I might as well go do one more thing. Just, Art Deco, American Art Deco. It's hard to find because there's a lot of corruption that got rid of a lot of the beautiful architecture we used to have, like, what was it, Penn Station, New York City, where they described it as like the cathedral of train stations. But the Penn Station in Newark, New Jersey, terrible city. Be careful in there. The old black ladies working the place, they have told me that my voice makes them feel some type of way, which is like, it's really flattering, but it's like, I'm trying to have 5 sons, not 5 vegetables, I'm sorry. You're a bit too old. Where it's like, hey yo, I'd take you out on a date, you know, but it's like...
Do you like black women?
It depends, honestly. 9 times out of 10, it's like not really my type.
Yeah.
Like, I'd fool around and whatnot, but it's like, I don't know, I think it's like most of the time it's like way too culturally just different.
Yeah.
Let me think. But yeah, so you go down to the Newark Penn Station and they haven't changed it, so it's like you're walking back in time. Yeah, it'll be dirty, but it's really cool to see. You get to see like what the old, like American standard of architecture used to be, which that's another thing I want to bring back to this country, is like kick-ass shit that's built to last forever and looks really good. And actually we can do it because, audience, if you join me, we can reinvent Roman concrete. It's probably really easy. We have an idea of like what it is, where you just add in chunks of lime, and it'll just be trial and error because it's kind of easy to tell. You just you just make a big crack in the concrete, pour water on it, and if we're correct, then it should reseal itself like Roman concrete does.
With lime?
Yeah, they suspect that they don't grind up the lime super fine, that they would leave chunks in it, because lime, you know how potholes form, or like it starts to crack, right? Well, with lime, when you have chunks of it, the water touches the lime, that whole reaction goes, and the lime just kind of grows right back and just seals the crack naturally. That's why Roman concrete's lasted forever, is because they found a right recipe where the concrete keeps repairing itself again and again and again.
Okay. Damn. A little bit of America, a little bit of Japan. We'll get you a couple Japanese things for Christmas, make you feel at home. Toilet? Yeah, we'll replace all the toilets with bidets in here. What's up?
Speaking of Japan, that one audience member who says she was a Japanese girl right over the border in New York, was that legit or was that a troll?
Was that the one that was, are you like interested in her?
Oh no, like she said like, hey yo, yeah, I'm right over the border in New York, I'm Japanese, I'll have your kids, and it's like, I bet, we'll see if we're compatible on like a personal level.
Could you send her like a message in the camera and tell her like how to contact you or something? If she's around? So there's a Japanese viewer that she wants to have your kids?
Apparently.
Okay.
No.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Well, I guess Japanese American, I should say, because it's like if you live over the border in New York, it's like genetically you're Japanese, but you're not in Japan.
Yeah.
But yeah, konnichiwa. Just hit me up on one of my socials.
There we go.
Sayonara.
So there's love inside the tank, and there's love outside the tank too. You should start a relationship with her through TTS.
I do not jump headfirst into relationships because that always ends in disaster.
Give me like a pen pal, sir, isn't it?
I don't even know what she looks like, to be honest, because it could be a case where it's like, I get there and
You
it's
her to
like,
describe what she looks like 160 characters at a time.
I don't want her to go bankrupt for my sake.
If she loves you, she would.
We're gonna get some chips flowing through this house soon. We got rent coming up on the 1st. Everybody, rent on the 1st, paid in chips. Okay. So we're gonna do a couple challenges, and we're gonna get some chips flowing because, as you guys know, inflation and fucking Biden's corrupt commie America. Jimmy knows what I'm talking about. Rents are going up. It's gonna be a tough hoop to jump through, but
How much is rent here?
I don't know. I have to ask the landlord
I see. I had to prepay a lot of my rent.
to come here.
Oh yeah, like just because rent was due on the 1st and I had to pull a miracle in the final hour, but I did it.
Yeah. Well, we all pulled quite a few miracles to be here, guys. It's gonna be a wholesome Christmas. All right. We're gonna have some fun. Unfortunately, the landlord is not gonna give us a moratorium. Okay, COVID's over. On the 1st, rent is due. I'll give you guys some more details soon. But start playing for chips. Okay. And start getting your chips up because fucking Biden inflation. You know what I'm talking about, Jimmy.
Darn Putin. He was corrupt since day one.
You guys need my glasses?
Oh.